The eighth part is called Abashed Krishna. The poem now describes how Radha has struggled throughout the night, and now she feels weakened. She was destroyed by wanting to love and not having been loved in return. So when she sees Krishna returning to her, asking for her forgiveness, she doesn't listen to his words, because she has already been convinced he has wronged her. She has convinced herself that this is irredeemable. The situation cannot be fixed. She denounces him with accusations and rejections. The struggle that Radha has gone through in the night demonstrates how the individual soul, when going through the trials of development, which are inevitable and necessary in life, which are brought about by the 6 enemies of the mind, the individual soul will then choose to remain in a state of confusion and pain. After struggling through the night, she seemed wasted by the arrows of love. She denounced her lover bitterly as he bowed before her, pleading forgiveness. How do we choose to put ourselves in a state of confusion and pain? It seems counterintuitive at first. As living beings, we have to experience desire, anger, greed, arrogance, delusion, and jealousy as part of our growth, shaping our experience. Each one of the 6 enemies of the mind seduces us to think with their qualities. We begin to visualize ourselves in a world shaped by these qualities. Once we visualize something, we become attracted to the version of ourselves existing in that world, shaped by desire, anger, greed, arrogance, delusion, and jealousy. This affects the way we see existence itself, distorting it to match the transformative appeal of the 6 enemies of the mind. Dark Krishna, your heart must be baser black than your skin. How can you deceive a faithful creature tortured by fevers of love? Once we become attracted to those versions of ourselves existing in our visions, we become attracted to seeing ourselves doing actions representing those transformative qualities. We see ourselves acting out in desire, anger, greed, and so on, and we are pleased with this visualization. It pleases us to see ourselves in desire or in anger because we see a possibility of changing our situation. We fall in love with those distorted versions of ourselves. This all happens because of Moha, or delusion, one of the 6 enemies of the mind. Moha happens when visualization begins to present scenarios that should not be, because they are evil. We want to hurt so-and-so, even though it will have consequences. We see it play out before us, and we become attracted to its call of power and change. It makes us feel stronger, wiser, prettier. Moha uses its own visualization to present scenarios that are impossible because of life's actual limitations. We want to be with such and such, even though we can't because of this or that reason, but we see it play out before our eyes anyways, and it makes us feel better for a while. In this state of delusion, we experience immediate passion and pleasure, and it is because of those reasons that we eventually become trapped in self-destruction. This is a pattern. We will end up hurting ourselves all the time if we get deceived by attraction and attachment to anything that is not Krishna. A life of confusion and pain always follows such delusions. The teeth mark she left on your lip creates anguish in my heart. Why does it evoke the union of your body with mine now? Yet Radha is trapped in her anger and jealousy. She has already seen it in her mind as a vision that Krishna betrayed her, and now sees physical evidence to prove her vision true. Because of these justifications, she now feels regret having loved at all. Was she a fool to have loved him so strongly? How can that be if love brought her such joy? Where is the truth? Radha's visualization leads her to more darkness and confusion. She sinks deeper, going from sorrow to shame. The red stains her lac-painted feet lovingly left on your heart look to me like fiery passion exposing itself on your skin. Cheat. The image I have of you now, flaunting our love's break, causes me more shame than sorrow. Part of the individual soul, through intuition, knows that the answer to this confusion lies with love itself somehow. Somehow, attraction and attachment hold the problem and the answer. Etched with scratches of sharp nails in the battle of love, your body tells the triumph of passion in gold writing on sapphire. Intuition pulls us to follow the truth, that attraction and attachment, seduction and passion, all belong to Krishna himself. He is attraction, attachment, seduction, and passion. Drops of red lac from her lotus feet wet your sublime breast. They force buds from the tree of love to bloom on your skin. Jayadeva shows us in the poem that we need to learn from the passion created from the 6 enemies of the mind, but not to be attached to them. It is in attraction and attachment themselves, as concepts, that we should be attracted and attached to. And the only way to do that is to link this attraction and attachment, this seduction and passion, to their source, to Krishna himself. Jayadeva sings the lament of a jealous girl deceived by passion. Listen, sages, heaven rarely yields such sweet elixir. But Radha has not yet realized this truth, so she acts out visions fed by anger and attacks Krishna. Surely he has been wronging women all of his life. She wants him to be hurt by her rejection of him, as if when he feels the despair she has felt, she will feel better from this pain. Why am I shocked that you roam in the woods to consume weak girls? The fate of Putana shows your cruel childhood bent for killing women. Damn you, Madhava, go Keshava, leave me, don't plead your lies with me. Go after her, Krishna, she will ease your despair.